Alrighty, before we start today's session, we just want to welcome everyone to this shared space, تحت الزيتونة. An important part of تحت الزيتونة, under the olive tree, is creating this global community. And I just want to start with a moment of silence and just arriving in the present moment, keeping Ahl Gaza, the people of Gaza, in our hearts, making a prayer for all of the shuhada, everyone whose life was lost too early in Gaza, in the West Bank, across Palestine, the Quds. So I just want to invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And just arriving in a short practice, a grounding practice. Just begin by bringing your awareness to your breath. And as you breathe in, just welcome in gratitude for life. Gratitude for community. And as you breathe out, just allow your body to relax, letting go of anything that doesn't serve it. The heaviness, the disappointment, the betrayal. Let us just share these few breaths as a community together. Now I want to invite you to bring your awareness to your feet. If your feet aren't already on the ground, go ahead and just place them on the ground and notice what you notice about your feet. Connecting to the earth. Maybe even imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth. We've all been very drained for the past few months, heartbroken, and just experience what it's like to connect with the earth and this infinite energy source. And finally, bring your awareness to your back. The back of your head, back of your neck, back of your shoulders. And just allow your body to shift. A small micro shift, arriving in the back of your body. Tapping into your own strength and the strength of your ancestors. In response to trauma, we tend to live in the front of our bodies, always going, always doing. And just experience what it's like to have a moment of safety right here, right now, in community. Allow your shoulders to melt. Take one more deep breath here. And go ahead and send a special prayer for Gaza. Might be for an individual in Gaza. Might be for all of Ahl Gaza. Now I want you to imagine the day when Palestine is free, liberated Palestine, where we're all safe, we're all equal, we're all connected, we're all thriving. A day where you can travel from Gaza to Jaffa to Haifa to Akka, طبرية, Nablus, Jenin, Ramallah, Al-Khalil, Al-Quds. Just a day where there are no more borders separating us. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath here. And then when you're ready in your own time, go ahead and open your eyes. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I hope that was a little bit nourishing. I know that I personally needed that, so thank you for joining me in this. And now on to our special program for today. Just to let everyone know about how the structure is going to be. We're here for this hour together. This is a community event. And in this hour, we're going to start off, the first half an hour will be a conversation between Asmahan and myself. The recording will be available to all members and will also come out on our podcast in the coming weeks as that recorded section. And then we will open it up to a conversation from everyone. So if you all have any questions for Asmahan, you will be invited to raise your hand and have that conversation directly with her. Okay. All righty. And with that, I just want to welcome everyone to this conversation with Asmahan IIian, the founder and CEO of Talleh Cultural Center. Talleh Cultural Center is a social enterprise that celebrates Palestinian culture through traditional handicrafts. They produce gifts made of olive wood carvings, pottery, embroidery, and other Palestinian-inspired techniques. Talleh also provides training for women on traditional crafts and seeks to preserve Palestinian cultural heritage while empowering women through skill development and economic opportunities. Welcome, Asmahan.
أهلاً. مساء الخير. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the exercise. We all need it. We're all under stress.
You're most welcome. So just to start the conversation, Asmahan, can you tell us about the journey of founding Talleh, how you came up with the idea and where it is today?
Okay, Talleh started as a brand in 2016. In 2016, I was running Smart Art Advertising Agency in Jerusalem, and I was looking for Palestinian gifts. While when we do corporate gifts, which is very essential part of the advertising business, most of the gifts or all of the gifts, they come from China. And it was so, feeling so bad that why all the gifts come from China? Why can't we make our own gifts? In addition, we have 6 million Palestinians living in the diaspora. Many of them are members of my family. They have no connection with their homeland. The only connection goes by the gift that you send to them. And mainly the gift was olive oil. So they know only the olive oil. So I wanted to make this bridge that will connect Palestinians in the diaspora with their homeland through something modern, inspired by Palestinian culture, they could keep and be proud of. And every gift since then had a story. And this story is the connection between our generations outside and even for our corporate gifts, for our visitors to Palestine. It's so important that those stories were our ambassadors. So Talleh started then, and I was really surprised when we announced on our Smart Art page that we have these gifts just to show our audience what we're doing. We received a call from someone from Jerusalem saying, please don't sell any of these. I'm coming in 15 minutes. And really they came, and it was the push, it was the fuel that helped us and motivate us. We thought that not even in the diaspora, or the corporate gifts, but still we have also Palestinians in Palestine who are in love with those cultural gifts, inspiration. And we worked from Beit Hanina until 2020 when the COVID came. Uh, I only recruit women in my organization, even in the smart art and Talleh. I have so many reasons for that. One of them is that we have high level educational rate in Jerusalem among women, but we have low employment rate. This has so many reasons. One of them is the occupation and the taxes that Jerusalemite has to pay. And every one who gets married, he tells his wife, despite her certificate, I don't want you to work. I want you to sit at home. So I wanted to create an environment where women feel safe and they could work without being questioned by authorities, because we work in Jerusalem, but in a part that is not controlled by the Israeli authority. When COVID came, we had to close our offices because we are women taking care of our families, and this unknown thing annoyed us. And we closed for almost 6 months. Then we moved to Abu Dis. In Abu Dis, Talleh took a different position because we are located in a very old house, around 100 years old. And this place inspired me. Actually, it's my grandmother's house. And when I went there, I remembered all the things that my grandmother used to do with the olive trees, with the pig's trees, with the tomatoes, trying tomatoes. I see her everywhere in that space. And I saw that that space will be for empowering women, for doing the crafts history again in a different way. And there we started Talleh Cultural Center.
Beautiful, beautiful. This journey from, providing gifts and focusing on the products to actually creating a space
Yes.
for the community is such a beautiful journey. Can you tell us a little bit more about what it's like to be a founder based in Jerusalem and the experience that you had creating the Talleh Cultural Center, how you work across historic Palestine, the challenges and the opportunities that you face as a founder from Jerusalem?
Today I was a speaker in a conference, and I said I do take challenges as and transfer them to opportunities. So challenges always have opportunities if we see it from the other way, from the positive way. But personally, on the personal level, I have my own challenges. People, they think that Asmahan is strong. She doesn't have. No, I have my own challenges. I am a Jerusalemite living in Jerusalem. I don't have the Jerusalem ID. I can't drive. I don't have health insurance. I have my own stuff going on in my head. I had to leave a very a promising job that everyone would dream of at the UN, in a high-level job with a very great salary, because I was looking for something more tiring, more busy, very unclear. I was looking for something more challenging. I love challenges. I live with challenges. They make me grow. And I was not happy with the paperwork, so I was looking for having an impact on the community directly. And the challenges in Jerusalem are different from West Bank and even in Gaza, because in Jerusalem we have, as I told you previously, even men, they don't allow their wives to work because we have this government that pushing us on every aspect of our lives. So for instance, you go to travel and then you find yourself in jail because you have a bill that you didn't receive and you don't know about, and suddenly they take you to jail. So we have so many obstacles, and especially working in this domain of Palestinian culture. Also, this domain is not the lovely domain for the government that has Jerusalem in a way or another. So this was a challenge. Another challenge in Jerusalem, we lost most of the handicrafts. We lost most of the culture in the old city of Jerusalem. So, for instance, the leather was used to be made in Jerusalem, in the old city of Jerusalem, the soap, so many other stuff, the copper. And those shops were closed even in the first Intifada and second Intifada, not recently. So it was threatened to be lost. And to be able to go to West Bank to find other handicrafts who would be able to work on these certain crafts, it was impossible. We're working now on the loom, for instance. The loom in all region, on all countries of the region, like Jordan, Egypt, Arab Gulf countries, they have their loom in the curriculum of the schools. So children goes to school, even on the second class or third class, they start learning the concept of weaving on the loom. We have no reference, no research on the Palestinian loom. It was so hard to find the loom. I had to collect those old carpets from my grandmother or my aunts or anyone who would donate a carpet just to start learning on it, because I had to learn so as to transfer this knowledge to other women who would do the training. So many challenges in this field, but what makes me wake up every morning is the result that we see. I will tell you, Bisan, in so many times I decided to stop. I said, I'm not young enough. I had done so much, and I worked when I was very, very young, extremely young, and this is enough. I cannot do it anymore. But the next morning, I would receive a call from one of those artisans telling me, Asmahan, وين الشغل? Where is the work? You didn't send us work. So then I say, okay, I have to wake up again. So we work and we see the impact, even the small impact, on every individual that we work with, and it helps us to make those challenges opportunities.
Can you talk a little bit about the network of artisans that you have, and specifically about the artisans that you work with in Gaza? How are you working with them before the latest round of bombing? And how do you anticipate working with them after, inshallah?
Inshallah. First, how did I meet those artisans? As I told you, heading smart art, advertising, and entrepreneurship agency, I had done so many trainings for entrepreneurs from Gaza, West Bank, and Jerusalem, and therefore I met so many artisans. And when we started producing these products in Talleh, those artisans contacted me and said, we're doing such a job. For example, we do embroidery if you're interested. And I was really shocked. How could this embroidery come to Jerusalem? It's like the mission of impossible. We cannot bring those, it's not easy. But then we found a way. We kept trying until we found a way that we brought these work to Jerusalem. And you won't believe it. The first time I got the first stuff from Gaza, I started smelling them and kissing them, because for me, this was the biggest gift that I had. Gaza has, the best, I think, the best hands of Palestine is in Gaza. Those hands I would always call إيدين بتلتف بحرير. Yeah, ايدين بتلتف بحرير. And when they bombed Gaza, I was really worried about every individual, but I was also very worried about the loom. The only loom that functions in Palestine is in Gaza. And I really ask Allah to save this loom and the loom weaver. So it worked perfectly with Gaza. And women, artisans of Gaza, very smart, very up to date. I can't tell you how beautiful the work they do. I don't know if I can share a screen. Just a second. I'm not sure I can share a screen. No.
I think we
Can
can,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Let's see if I can. Do you see my screen now? Disabled parts. You need to enable. You need to go to screen share. Click on the arrow.
I think it's working. Go ahead and try now.
Okay, so just a second. I just want to show you. So you are seeing my screen now? No?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so this means that you cannot see it because I thought that I am sharing it. Anyway, I will send you some specific photos to see how beautiful their work is. But I was saying it's not only the handcrafts that they do is good, but also their communication, their readiness, their even way of calculating the finances of the products. They were really good. We are in touch with some of them. We lost touch with many of them. We know nothing about them, but many of them are in touch with us. We're trying to help them. And we are looking for this war to end and to find a way to re-communicate and to work with them.
Can you share a little bit more about, Talleh is built on a network of artisans. What's unique about your operating model? How is it that you operate? And how do you, stand out from the other players in the space who are in the, not just the handicrafts, but like in the creative sector in Palestine?
Yeah. Thank you for this question. Actually, we were discussing, me and our representative in Dubai. She was telling me, Asmahan, Instagram is vomiting Palestinian products now because everyone is selling Palestinian products. But when I thought of this word and I had it on my mind, I slept on it. And then the next morning, I contacted her. I told her, listen, Afsana, you know what makes Talleh stand from this crowd? First, we illustrate our products in-house. We bring the idea. We don't copy any idea. So we bring the idea, we discuss the idea, and then we start illustrating the product that we think of. We make the prototype also of this product in-house. And when it's done, when we know the pricing, the chance, the market of this product, and it should be a unique product, we send it to our artisans to start working on it. And when we have the first draft, we still make our edits, and then we do the second editing until the product is finalized and out. What makes us special also is that many platforms that works with artisans, especially in Palestine, they work with brands. So they sell those brands, but for us, we work with individuals, with marginalized areas, with the women who cannot have a brand, who are not able to make a brand, with women with disabilities even. We have many women with disabilities. We have many handcrafts who don't have a chance to work if Talleh is not there. So this is what we do. We do empowerment for those artisans. We pay them immediately. We have them on their on our roster. It's like they are staff, and at the end of every month they get paid. So I think this makes us unique, special. It's not only the products. Once you go to talleh.com, you will see that we have unique products, but also the way we deal with our artisans is yeah, is very special, because they are part of our staff. We consider our artisans part of our staff.
Yeah, this is such beautiful work. And each product, each gift is really unique. You can feel the detail, the attention, the love that goes into it. Asmahan, can you tell us the story of one of the women that you've worked with? You know, when you look back, when you need the motivation to keep going, one of the women whose life was really transformed from being a part of Talleh, being a member in this network of artisans.
I will tell you about a few transformation that Talleh has made, not only on our artisans. We have the training part. We have trainers. Those whom we choose to come as trainers and Talleh would have never had the chance to be even gain the title trainer. We gave them the opportunity, we gave them the confidence, we pushed them, we supported them until they managed to run a class, even of one-to-one class or several trainees class. We made transformation for those. Many of them had never believed this chance, and they become trainer for also other organizations. The second change that Talleh has made, any activity we do, we have 18,000 followers on Instagram. We have the Jerusalem municipality community centers, and those staff in different areas. So we have Tori, Silwan, Ras Al Amoud, Sur Baher. Each center has, each community has a center. This center has staff. Those staff are Palestinians. Once we publish any advertising regarding any training we have, the second week, we see it in the municipality announced that they do this training. They never had something called loom training or pottery training, and now they all follow us. So this is another transformation. I'm not angry. In fact, I'm very happy, because I want all of those Palestinian crafts threatened to be lost to come back, but I don't want them to be stolen. So this is important. The other thing is the artisans. Sometimes I feel so sad at the end of the month. You know, when you have a woman who comes with her brother or her father to take her paycheck, it kills me. In a way, I feel so happy that she's getting empowered, but in another way, I feel so sad and so worried that this woman is being used because of her paycheck. So I hope not, but I'm sure that we made change, not only for their particular lives, but also for their families.
Yeah, and it's about strengthening the community, you know, even if the people are replicating, are doing the same thing, is there's just so much need across Palestine. There's so many that the unemployment rate amongst women is just so high, where any opportunity that we can create is just going to be a drop in the bucket. So
Yes.
continuing to do this work and to think creatively, to think innovatively, to push the standard of what, you know, handicrafts businesses, organizations are doing. It isn't just about, you know, selling more tatreez and having the woman just, you know, take pennies for it for all of her work, but really empowering her and creating a dignified job for her.
Yeah, and regarding the paying pennies, when we started working on the Tabriz market, especially is very mixed in here because we have the handmade Tabriz and we have a second level of the handmade Tabriz, and then we have the machine Tabriz, which looks so much similar to the handmade. And if you're not a professional, knowing that this is handmade, you won't know, you won't be able to know which one is machine and which one is handmade. But you know what I did, Bisan? At the beginning, we asked women how much they think they will get for embroidery any piece. Every piece we send to them, we tell them put the price. We never send them our price. We ask them to price their work and to send it to us. And I think this is very important because this work is so hard. I do it myself and I know how hard it is. And I will never be able to accept paying pennies for this. It's work of days and nights. And you know what? Some women, they tell me, we work sometimes with elderly women, and they tell me, I only stopped when I prayed. So I tell her, why do you do that? Just take it. She wants money, so she wants to work harder. She only stops to pray. So how can I pay her a little money for this work? I can't. I have to ask each one of them, what is the price of your work? You did this, how much you price it?
Yeah. And it's, you know, these aren't just workers, these are artisans. It's an art. It was always supposed to be an art. So making sure that you're able to
Shit.
yeah, every artist wants to be valued for their work. Like we don't create art when we're being underpaid. Um so Asmahan, the goal of تحت الزيتونة, of under the olive tree, of this community, is to really mobilize supporters around the world to be able to help people like yourself who are creating this impact on the ground. So what are the challenges that Talleh is facing right now, and what kind of connections, opportunities, yeah, what kind of obstacles might someone be able to help you overcome, or new opportunities to find so that you're able to grow and impact more people?
We have so many challenges regarding the transfer of money from overseas to here. You know, even if we our work in Dubai, we have to do bypass ways to get the money in, and this is not professional, and I don't like it. But I think we need registration overseas. We need collaboration with other uh, businesses who share same passion towards crafts and artisans work. Um, so we are open for new collaboration. We are open to have new ambassadors who would speak about Talleh. We would like, if you think that we have in your community any influencers who would talk about Talleh and our mission and what we do, this will help us to sustain our business and to help more women. We have recently made an agreement with the Bedouin community in Jerusalem also to retrieve the Palestinian loom in Jerusalem, because the Bedouin is one of the main communities in Jerusalem, even if it's minority. So if we have any interested party who would like to push this collaboration and work, that would be great. We think of collaboration with artisans from around the world in the pottery field or the loom weaving, because maybe we are good in the embroidery because the embroidery didn't get lost in history of Palestinians, but we are behind in the pottery and in the loom. So any artist or artisans who would love to volunteer with the Talleh to upgrade this level would be really appreciated and welcomed.
Wonderful. And I'm also going to add, if there's anyone who needs corporate gifts to be able to reach
Yeah.
out to you,
Okay.
to help those. I'm sure, at the end of the year, all of these organizations are looking for new, creative, impactful ways to express their appreciation to their employees, as well as if anyone is in Jerusalem to visit the Talleh Cultural Center.
Yes, please.
Attend a class,
أهلا
right?
وسهلا. أهلا وسهلا. Yes.
Okay, definitely add it to your itinerary when you go visit Palestine next time, inshallah. Okay, Asmahan, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your work. It's been such a joy to learn more about Talleh, and any way that we can continue to amplify the impact you're making on the lives of so many people in Palestine. Thank you.
Inshallah, thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay, wonderful. So now we're going to switch to the Q&A. This is going to be more of a conversation. I invite anyone who's with us to turn your camera on if you feel comfortable doing so. I see, Lena, that you have already posted a question in the chat. Asmahan, when you asked about influencers, we have an influencer with us here today. So Lena, if you want to just start off by introducing yourself and then asking you can't go off mute. Okay, Lena is at work. She's at her day job. So, but I'll just share a little bit about Lena. So she is the founder of Lena's Dob, and I think she has 20,000 followers on Instagram, something like that. But she spreads the tatreez with the diaspora community. Does events across the US related to tatreez. So the question that Lena was asking is around paying the women, and I know that this is something that's really important to her as well. I guess just to rephrase the question, maybe, like, what do you advise to the women when they are looking to be better valued for their handiwork?
As I mentioned, Lena, I asked them to value their work and to put their price. And I believe this is the most fair way, because those are the little stone of our projects, of our businesses, of our going. So I would really adding more, hiring those women and asking them to value their work. Let's say that they make a small tray of tatris and I want to pay them $10. But they see, if I ask them how much you think you value this work, she would tell me $20. I prefer to pay her the $20 and to raise the price of the tray instead of making the price of the tray lower for someone who can afford paying it and paying her $10. I'm not sure if this is clear enough, but trust me, I think this is the most important issue, that those women should be happily working, because you would see their happiness in their work. And I always say that embroidery is not just an art and artist work, it's a math work. Do you recognize that it's a math work? You need to calculate 3 2 1 5. So those are brilliant women, and they did this beautiful part of our culture. So I would really, really appreciate them and ask them to put their prices. And even they know sometimes that they are stronger than us because we gave them this way to evaluate their business and to evaluate this part. This is their business. They live from this work. So, and they spend so long hours. But I will tell you something, Lena, that we do. I didn't mention previously. When we work with especially the embroidery women, we send them all the materials to the front of their doors. And we pick up the product done from them from the front of their doors. Those women decided not to go out of the house. And that's why they work from home. So we need to make their work easier. We don't want them to pay more money in transportation or to waste their time. We need them to be satisfied and happily. And once in a blue moon, we invite them to come over to have tea, to join the community and to talk to other women. But regularly, no, we appreciate their work and we send them the work home and we pick it up from them. We give them all the materials and we ask them to put the price that they feel is fair. I hope this answered.
That's so important. And I agree with you. You can see the difference in the product.
Yes.
And you know,
Made with
it's art. It's art. At the end of the day, it is an art. Yeah.
made with, yeah.
Other questions or comments?
If there is no question, I would like to share the proudest piece in my house, the most thing that I'm proud of, that I bought from Talleh. And it means, wait, I'm unblur my screen. Look at this. This says Ramle Thob. I'm from Ramle. And it means so much to me because it's been like a journey for me to actually find someone who can do this amazing piece. And I didn't want a thobe. And actually, I found something like this at Tal Center. I went to visit and I found something similar for, I think, a
رام and غزة صح. رام
Gazan.
and
I literally went crazy. I was like, I want like the same, but for Ramla. And like the treatment was amazing. I was just sent the design and I was like, okay, I had zero comments because whatever comes from Tala is like amazing. Look at this. It's just like fabulous, like with the transparent glass. And this is really like, I'm really like, no mujamalat. This is the proudest piece of my home. Like, I love it so much.
Thank you so much. We have something called modern collection. In the modern collection, we used to translate what each each city of Palestinian cities on motifs. They have different motifs for each city. So we translated those in different products. We started with the cushions and even the little dresses, also the little tops and cushions. Trays, olive wood trays with embroidery on the olive tray, coasters, small coasters embroidered by each city motif. We did at the beginning 6 cities, Ramallah, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, Gaza, okay, Jaffa, Gaza, Jaffa. What the other city? Bir Sabah. And then people started asking in Dubai, this was, where is Nablus? Where is Jenin? Where is Safad? Where is... So now we are working day and night until we finish the illustration. And this is what I told you. Making the illustration, making the idea, coming up with the product idea takes a lot of our effort and our time. But we come up with a unique end product at the end.
It's so beautiful. Wow. Lena's asking, Lena's saying in the chat, let's do a collaboration for this product. I know many of my followers will want this. And are there digital illustrations available? I already have an idea. So you guys should really connect. I have a feeling that this is the start of a great collaboration.
Yeah, thank you, Lena. Please contact us. We actually have all our work illustrated, the first sketches and then an illustrator, and we have it digital. We don't sell it, but we would be very happy to collaborate with you.
Amazing, amazing. This brings me so much joy. This is all of what Build Palestine is about, is helping to build those connections. Other questions, comments?
Hi, salam. I saw that the email was posted, the info at Talleh. Is that the best way to reach out?
To reach out, we have our Instagram page, we have our Facebook page. Our email is info@talleh.com, and our website. And also you could contact us on WhatsApp if you want. We can give you the number maybe on the chat. I can post the number.
And Asmahan, do you ship to the US?
Yes,
Yeah, that's the second
most of
question I
our
was gonna ask.
products. Most of our products are sold on the US #1, then Canada #2, and then we have UK, Europe, and the Arab countries.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Such beautiful work.
Thank you.
Alrighty, if there are no other questions, Asmahan, thank you so much for your time today. I know it was a very long day for you. It was such a joy to be in community together. And so we will send the recording out to the rest of our membership actually right after this call, inshallah. I hope that this is only, more collaborations will come from this. And really, if you need anything, if there's anything that we can do at Build Palestine or members of this community, just remember that there are many people cheering you on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for everyone who attended, and thanks for Build Palestine for your time, effort, and support. شكرا. إن شاء الله بنشوفكم في فلسطين.
Yes, أنا جاي الشهر الجاي.
I hope you understand. إن شاء الله الشهر الجاي.
إن شاء الله.
أهلا وسهلا. خلاص إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. يلا. Pray for غزة.
يا رب.
سلام.
يلا, take care everyone. Bye bye.
شكرا. باي باي. باي.